Hey, it's me, Joseph, and I'm here with another daily grind for you. Wow, what a great day. Sorry it's been a couple days since I did my last daily grind with you, but yeah, it's been busy, it's been fun. My wife's out of town on at a conference, and so it's been me and my two big girls. Yeah, it's been a good day. So today I was headed off to a meeting in downtown Seattle, and halfway there the meeting got canceled, which was totally fine. My girls were with me because they wanted to go hang out at Pike Place Market, so that was fun. So they actually still went there. I went and hung out at a coffee shop and worked my afternoon and was incredibly productive. Put a couple finishing touches on the outline for my next book, and I rocked this afternoon. We got home after the trip, which they had a great time. After that trip, and I really rocked on the book outline. Really got some big chunks of it drafted. So I'm excited about this book, and it'll be coming out soon. It's really about the role of the manager in agile organizations and what their new role is in agile organizations. It's something that I've struggled with over the years. The bad rap that managers got, back in the 90s when Agile was started, there was a different management mindset at that point. It was still very much wrapped up in command and control, and in some places still are, but I'm finding more and more that younger managers who weren't, and it's not an ageism thing, it's just that they weren't trained in the command and control model, so they didn't have that much exposure to. So I guess younger in time as a manager. So you could have a 60-year-old manager who didn't do management and didn't have management education until she or he was, in their 50s, so within the past 10 years, and they got the current thinking in management. So what I'm finding is that the paradigm that the founders of Agile were fighting against, and some of the things that they were struggling against, and still is perpetuated in most of the training material and thinking that I see out there regarding managers, is really based on a management paradigm that doesn't exist anymore. So what now is the new role? And that's what my book tells you. So I also wanted to address a question from one of our subscribers who emailed me this question. They were wondering about, they had heard somebody talking about velocity and trying to figure out this. So it's kind of a technical question. What is velocity and how do you report it? So velocity is a calculation. It's part of an equation that's used to derive duration or to derive predictive analytic capability. You calculate velocity by, I have a whole presentation on doing it, but you calculate velocity by looking at the points that were actually completed in the previous some number of sprints that you agree upon with your team and the other people who will be looking at it. So usually it's like 3 sprints. If sprints are 2 weeks long, like they often are, then that's like a month and a half. So that's a good time period to be measuring your team's ability to deliver, which is really what you're looking at. Velocity is really talking about the team's ability to deliver over time. And so the question, after kind of unwrapping it a little bit, was someone had said to this person that velocity is a ratio of points over developer hours in a given period. That makes me say, that would be true if developers were mechanical and all development hours were equal. However, they're not. And so you really don't want to be measuring a metric like velocity, which is about the team's ability to deliver functionality, capability over a given period of time. So it isn't about the team's productivity. It isn't about the team's busyness. It's not about how many hours they were able to put in. It's about how much capability they were able to deliver for the customer. How much product they were able to create over time and deliver. So points that are used in the calculation are a way of measuring that stuff that's created, and that is what you're trying to get at. So the idea of trying to measure points over a number of hours that the team has available it's just dangerous, because you get thinking that, well, people are, that all the hours are the same. And so if they had 200 hours this time period, I'm just making up numbers because I haven't tried to pull them out of my head, 200 hours in this time period, and they had 100 hours in that time period, that they should logically, if they are mechanical, should be delivering half as much value in that time, right? Because they're equivalent, right? Every hour is equivalent. But what if they were, what if it didn't do that, right? Because it doesn't. Because people aren't mechanical. Because people get tired, right? If you make people work 14-hour days, half the time is unproductive, right? A 7-hour workday is actually a really good time. 6 hours is possibly even better. Give it a shot, do some experimenting. I would love to see the results of that experiment. What does it look like? What is the actual velocity? Ooh, my fingers got really big there. What is the actual team's velocity if you cut the time down to 6 hours a day? Are they able to actually deliver more productivity, actually get more crap done? Sorry. They're actually able to get more stuff done, or are they actually getting less done, right? I think you will find that not every hour is equal. And that's why you don't want to call them points over hours of developer time. You want to have them points over sprint, right? Points over, if you're using, you don't use velocity when you're using a Kanban chart, so you use throughput, so it's a slightly different model. But the concepts are the same. Don't count it against hours, please. So that's it. That's the thinking. It's not about keeping your developers busy. It's a way of measuring the team's ability to deliver products to your customers, right? That's what we want in the end anyway, isn't it? You don't want busy people, right? You're not in the business of writing software so you can keep developers busy. You're in the business of writing software so you can deliver value to your customers. And that's what you want to be measuring. What gets measured gets managed, right? Was that Drucker that said that way back in the day? What gets measured gets managed. So if you want to measure their hours, you'll see busy people. If you measure productivity of, not busyness, but the actual production of product, you'll get product. All right, that's it. That's today's Daily Grind.